Drama, tawanan, balita at all-time favorite music hits. Sa lungkot at ligaya, kami pa rin ang inyong kasama. We're the place where you truly belong. Mula sa TVH Group of Networks, ito ang inyong himpilan. Ito ang inyong tahanan. Number 1 sa Mega Manila. Live from Cool Studios, this is koolNews Primetime.
Good evening, Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. This is koolNews Primetime. I'm Mario, and we are live on Cool FM and News Radio 93.1, where we share some latest stories that care for you. Let's begin with our headlines. Senate Majority Leader Francis Tolentino voted yes to the proposed Konektadong Pinoy Act, citing 3 key amendments he introduced to strengthen the measure's objective of ensuring connectivity for every Filipino. The first of Tolentino's amendments seeks to prioritize internet services for areas near educational institutions in unserved and underserved areas. This amendment will ensure equitable internet access across the country, particularly in those regions lacking sufficient infrastructure, thereby hindering economic growth, education, and social inclusion, the senator said in his manifestation of vote in plenary. His second amendment seeks continuous and uninterrupted data transmission in times of emergencies and calamities, specifically for frontliners and institutions performing rescue and relief operations. The senator added, who has extensive experience in disaster response management as former chairman of the Metro Manila Development Authority and 3-term mayor of Cagayan City. Kailangan po natin ito dahil pag may kalamidad, ang ating mobile networks at satellite phones ang nakakatulong. Tolentino's third amendment pushes for mandatory discounts for students in availing digital communication and internet services. Collaborating with telcos to make internet access more affordable for students will enhance digital literacy and support their needs, the senator pointed out. Tolentino concluded his manifestation by citing how the measure would benefit the youth's education and the country's development in the long run. Investing in our youth is crucial for building a brighter future for our nation. Meanwhile, the Bureau of Immigration on Thursday warned the public not to ransack with travel agencies and law firms that promise to secure the release of individuals working for Philippine Offshore Gaming Operators, or POGO. This comes after authorities arrested 2 individuals working for a travel agency that facilitated Philippine government documents for foreign nationals, charging fees not less than 1 million pesos. Philippine Anti-Organized Crime Commission Executive Director Gilberto Cruz identified the suspects as Rosalie Ormas Bolanos and Jave Espolong-Nobleta of JRB Travel and Consultancy Services Incorporated, a travel and visa consultancy firm based in Intramuros, Manila. Aside from illegally processing government identification documents for foreign nationals, the suspects also pose as PAOCC personnel. In a press briefing on Thursday, PI spokesperson Dana Sandoval clarified that the agency does not offer services that cost millions. We don't have services that cost 1.1 million pesos. All services provided by the BI come with an official receipt, she emphasized. She urged the public to check the BI website for a list of source fees. You can check the immigration website for the fees of each service, she added. Sandoval likewise warned the public of red flags in transacting with travel agencies and law firms claiming BI accreditation. She said these false promises should be a red flag. If an agency does not provide receipts and makes grand promises, you should be suspicious. She encouraged people to directly visit any BI office to ensure legitimate transactions. You can go straight to any Bureau of Immigration office. We have over 60 offices nationwide where you can inquire directly, Sandoval stressed. The BI website also lists accredited agencies and law firms in good standing, she added. If an agency isn't on the list, don't transact with them. They are essentially fixers charging you large sums while making false promises, the BI spokesperson underscored. Sandoval revealed that koolNews and JRP Travel and Consultancy Services Incorporated had been blacklisted since April 2024 due to their involvement in illegal transactions. They are blacklisted by the Bureau of Immigration for illegal practices, such as submitting spurious documents, the BI spokesperson said. She added that koolNews previously had BI accreditation, but it was cancelled in April 2024, and she was banned from transacting with the agency. What she's doing, transacting or offering services to foreign nationals, is clearly fixing. She is not authorized and cannot transact with the Bureau of Immigration because she is banned, Sandoval emphasized. Cruz said the suspects are in the custody of the Philippine National Police, Criminal Investigation and Detection Group, and will face multiple criminal charges, including robbery, extortion, usurpation of authority, estafa, and grave coercion. Meanwhile, the Department of Trade and Industry on Thursday issued the latest adjusted retail price bulletin of basic necessities and prime commodities more than a year after its last release on January 12 last year. DTI data showed that out of 191 shelf-keeping units in the latest SRP list, 77 items or 40% of the SKUs have increased their SRPs. Basic necessities and prime commodities that hiked the prices include canned sardines, condensed milk, evaporated milk, powdered, coffee refill, coffee 3-in-1, bread, instant noodles, candles, luncheon meat, meatloaf, corned beef, wheat loaf, salt, butter water, condiments, toilet soap, detergent, and laundry soap and battery. For instance, the SRP increase of canned sardines ranges between 5 to 50% or 2 centavos to 2.73 pesos in equipment for a 155-gram can. Milk SRPs have an increase of 6 to 10% or from 2.50 pesos to 6 pesos depending on brand and unit. For coffee, the SRP hike approved by the department ranges from between 6 to 11% or from 45 centavos to 2.20 pesos. Instant noodles have SRP increment ranging from 1 to 7% or from 10 to 50 centavos. Since the SRP bulletin dated February 8, 2023, SRPs for Pinoy Padasal and Pinoy Tasty have not moved. In the latest issuance, the SRP of 250 grams Pinoy Padasal and 450 grams of Pinoy Tasty increased by 2.50 pesos to 3.50 pesos. On the other hand, 6 products have lower SRPs, including canned sardines and bottled water. SRP changes in canned sardines were only below 10 centavos, while a decrease in SRP of bottled water was as high as 3 pesos. Some 108 items have not changed their SRPs in the latest bulletin. To maintain competitiveness in the market, some brands have maintained their SRPs by practice shrinkflation or reducing the size of a product while keeping the same price. 9 items in the SKUs have reduced their units and maintained their SRPs. One has decreased its unit and kept the SRP, and the other one has increased its unit to introduce price hike. And former Philippine Health Insurance Corporation PhilHealth head Emmanuel Ledesma resigned from his post because he is struggled with the role and is not used to politics, President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. revealed on Thursday. In the palace briefing, Marcos was asked why there had been a sudden change in leadership in the state health insurer. Dr. Erwin Mercado last January 4 took an oath before Marcos as the new president and chief executive officer of PhilHealth. Marcos said, well, yes, he left his position already. He said that he's probably struggling with all of it and he's not used to politics. Ledesma very much comes from the private sector, so I think he found the transition to be jarring, shall we say, he added. Ledesma's replacement came at the wake of criticisms for his alleged efficient utilization of the PhilHealth fund. Group Nagkaisa Labor Coalition urged Marcos last December to remove the LESMA and the entire PhilHealth board of the Congress slapped the state health insurer with a serious subsidy in the 2025 General Appropriations Act. This is koolNews Primetime. It is now 10:40 p.m. and we will be right back after the break.
This koolNews edition was brought to you by Shalom Kainan Restaurants, the Philippines' first ever contemporary Filipino Jewish cuisine, now serving you in 10 locations nationwide. Unique toothpaste, Maxalaga with maximum fluoride protection, manufactured by ACS Manufacturing Corporation, ISO certified world-class quality. ACS. Yakult Probiotic Drink, Yakult, panalo ka tiyan. B. Mulumi Power Ace, ang patuka ng masa. One Mills, walang kasing katulad na saya sa pagkaing abot kaya. And Bygone, the #1 insect killer brand in the Philippines. Deeply thoughtful and heartfelt tunes? Kool FM is here for you. Love knows no boundaries on Mamon's Music Hangout, Thursdays, 9:30 p.m. Enjoy your Sunday mood swings with Easy Jazz, Sundays, 12 p.m. Your favorite old love songs straight from the heart. Dream Cars, Soulmate Sonata, Saturdays, 2 p.m.
Things are meant to be.
And go back in time through the night on the classic hits. The classic hits, weeknights daily. All these and more on Kool FM. This is your station. This is home. #1 sa Mega Manila. Napatunayan na, sa panahon ng pinakamatinding pagsubok, dala ni James Roaf ang pagbangon, pag-asa at pagbabago. Nang tinamaan tayo ng matitinding kalamidad, nagpatayo si Roaf ng higit 200,000 bahay at nagbigay ng hanap buhay para sa mga nasakuna. Nang naging kalihim ng turismo si Roaf, higit 5 milyong turista ang bumisita sa Pilipinas at nakalikha ng higit 10,000 trabaho at oportunidad para sa lahat. Leadership, results, integrity. James Roaf, pagbabagong kailangan para sa ating bagong bayan.
Sa ulo ng mga balita.
Nabitin? Mag-Tusiran Forte with Total Cough Relief Formula. Laban sa dry non-stop ubo, kati sa lalamunan due to post-nasal drip at sakit sa kakaubo.
Tusiran Forte!
Unilab yan. Dextromethorphan, HBr plus phenylpropanolamine HCl plus paracetamol is the generic name of Tusiran Forte. If symptoms persist, consult your doctor.
One Pacman, one Pacman, one Pacman, one Pacman, one Pacman.
One Pacman Party List. Champion sa sports. Number 22 sa balota.
22 tayo! Mr. Lamok, di mo ba alam na trespassing ka na dito? Ganun ba? Sige, ganito. Bibilangan kita.
Zero tolerance sa mga insekto. Yan ang Bygone Shield Protector Multi-Insect Killer. Kills 11 types of bugs.
At ayokong makita ang mga kaibigan mo dito.
Against 11 types of bugs, choose Bygone Shield Protector Multi-Insect Killer.
Tol, tol, tol! Tol, tol, tol! Tolentino! Tol ng bawat Pilipino! Tolentino!
Tolentino, Senador.
Kahit may edad na kami, masigla pa din.
Tuloy lang sa activities, on the go!
Dahil sa healthy lifestyle at tulong ng Arthrisin. Para sa mga active adults, may Arthrisin. Ang Arthrisin ay undenatured type 2 collagen at MSM. Kasama ng proper diet at exercise, maaaring makatulong ang Arthrisin. Let's go!
Make your move, baby.
Artrisin, get going! Mahalagang paalala, ang Artrisin ay hindi gamot at hindi dapat gamitin panggamot sa anumang uri ng sakit.
Sa Senado, kaligtasan at justisya ang aming misyon.
Ang katarungan ay makakamit kung sama-sama tayo sa tama at tapat na pagkilos. Kakampi na inape, Erwin Tulfo.
Benhar Abalos, tama at tapat na pagkilos. Magkakampi sa Senado.
Dumarami na ang gumagaling sa Sid Panyawan Herbal Capsule. Ako po si Antonio de la Cruz from Northern Cotabato. Dati po sumakit yung likod ko pero ngayon gumaling na dahil sa Sid Panyawan.
Ako po si Kin. At dati po sumakit po aking tiyan at likod at ulo. Ayun, ininom ko yung herbal capsule. Pagkatapos bigla ako gumaling. Ay bay, natuwa ang aking misis.
Mabibili sa lahat ng drugstores nationwide.
Ang kailangan ng Pilipino, bigas, hindi angas, kabuhayan, kaligtasan, hindi bardagulan, hanap buhay, hindi hanap away, hindi gera sa politika, kundi gera kontra gutom. Ang Pilipino, hindi lang dapat puro ambisyon, dapat ay may solusyon. Senator Amy Marcos po, unahin ang pagkain.
Madalas mapasok kapag niluluto para sa pamilya? Basta may paso o burn, United Home Burn Ointment agad.
Unilab yan.
Benzocaine, boric acid, and eucalyptus is the generic name of United Home Burn. If symptoms persist, consult your doctor.
Marami po sa ating mga kababayan ay may mga hinaing, subalit hindi naririnig dahil wala po silang boses sa ating lipunan. Ako po si Erwin Tulfo, ang kakampi ng mga inaapi at sa mga lumalaban sa hamon ng buhay sa araw-araw. Number 63 po sa pagkasenador.
Casino Ethyl Alcohol. Sa proteksyon ng pamilya, di kailangang mahal. Casino Ethyl Alcohol kills up to 99.9% of germs based on representative germs tested. With good scent sa presyong sulit. Trusted na, save pa sa bulsa. Yes to good vibes. Yes to good scent. Ethyl Alcohol is the generic name of Casino Regular. If symptoms persist, consult your doctor.
Ako po si Vice Ganda, sumusuporta sa 107 ang Kasangga.
107 now, 107 now, 107 now, ang Kasangga.
107 ang Kasangga. Party list. Kabayanin kita, sa One Ginebra Nation. Kaya para sa barangay, ako namang magbibigay. Kabayanin tayo, kabayanin kita.
Drink responsibly.
Magdobling ingat dahil advance na ang mga scammers ngayon. Kaya nilang gumawa ng MC catcher na parang fake cell towers para kumonek sa phone mo. Gamit to, nagsisend sila ng text na may link na kunwari galing sa mga legitimate institutions tulad ng GCash. Pag makatanggap ng message with a link, SMS spoofing scam yan. Tandaan, GCash will never send links. Kahit GCash ang nag-text ng link, huwag mong i-click. Galing ang SMS sa scammers na gumagamit ng illegal cell site para ma-hijack ang SMS. GCash is supervised by the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas. Kahit GCash ang nag-text ng link, huwag mong i-click. SMS spoofing scam yan. Galing ang SMS sa scammers na gumagamit ng illegal cell site para ma-hijack ang SMS. Tandaan, GCash will never send links.
Cool FM.
Welcome back to Cool News Primetime. Let's continue with the headlines. No funds or allocations were promised for House of Representatives members who signed and endorsed the impeachment complaint against Vice President Sara Duterte, lawmakers said on Thursday. During a press conference at the Patangsang Pambansa complex, one writer party list Representative Roman Rodrigo Gutierrez, a member of the prosecution panel, said they held a briefing as they expected a lot of misinformation and disinformation to go around with Duterte's impeachment. That's why we held this press conference, because we understand with the events of yesterday, a lot of misinformation and disinformation will be spreading around. Categorically, it actually dignifies this, but we're going to have to categorically deny such allegations, Gutierrez said. He added, this was an independent action that we believe that's done faithfully and truthfully by each member, that they signified their intention and support of the impeachment complaint based on the merits of the case and nothing more, he added. Lanao del Sur 1st District Representative Zia Alonto Adiong said this signifies the start of a smear campaign against those pushing for Duterte's removal from her post. Adiong said, this signals the start of the smear campaign within this process. Actually, personally, I expect that a lot of misinformation that in fake news will be coming out after the filing of the complaint. So I just want to reiterate and call on our fellow Filipinos to discard misinformation on the internet. This is just meant to divert attention from the merits of this process regarding to complaints, he added. According to Adiong, there are enough grounds to have Duterte impeached as she threatened to have President Ferdinand Marcos Jr., First Lady Liza Arieta Marcos, and House Speaker Ferdinand Martin Romualdez Aldez assassinated. He noted there is betrayal of public trust, there is mismanagement in the utilization ng public fund. Then there is an issue as to whether a second highest official of the land would be allowed to contract an assassin to kill a sitting president, the Speaker of the House, and the First Lady. Pro-Duterte social media personalities like Mark Antonio Lopez posted on his Facebook page that lawmakers who back the impeachment complaint would allegedly receive 25 million pesos for the Ayuda sa Kapos ang Kita program, another 25 million pesos for the assistance to individuals in crisis situations, and 100 million pesos for infrastructure projects. Succeeding posts from Lopez after Duterte was impeached claimed that the lawmakers endorsed the complaints due to the 150 million pesos allocation, which Gutierrez said was not true. Earlier, Deputy Minority Leader and ACT Teachers Party List Representative Franz Castro also debunked claims that lawmakers were forced or coerced into signing the fourth impeachment complaint when House members met on hours before the arrest were forwarded to the Senate on Wednesday. Castro noted that there were lawmakers present who did not sign the impeachment complaints, proving that no one was forced to endorse the documents. Adong also said that claims about lawmakers being forced to sign are fake, since there are House members who are related to each other who gave varying views on the impeachment. During the session on Wednesday, it was announced that 215 lawmakers endorsed the impeachment complaint, allowing the House to transmit it to the Senate. And a travel agency involved in issuing questionable but genuine Philippine government documents to foreign nationals may be the missing link in the Senate probe into Philippine offshore gaming operations, according to Presidential Anti-Organized Crime Commission Executive Director Gilberto Cruz. Cruz said in a mix of English and Filipino during a press briefing on Thursday, if you have been following the Senate hearing, this is the missing link that Senator Sharon Gatchalian and Senator Rizal Hontiveros have been referring to, a group that facilitates documents so they can obtain passports, PSA certificates, and late registrations. On Wednesday, February 5, PAOCC conducted a joint entrapment operation against travel and visa consultancy firm GRP Travel and Consultancy and Services Incorporated in Intramuros, Manila. This led to the arrest of Rosalie Bermas Bolanos and Jeve Espolong Nobleta for illegally processing Philippine government identification cards from foreign nationals, Cruz added. Here, we found that they processed marriage certificates. We also recovered birth certificates and finding a passport where the photo is clearly of a foreign national but she is bearing a Filipino name, Cruz said. He noted that while the government documents were genuine and authenticated by issuing agencies like the Philippine Statistics Authority, the accuracy of their content and information remains in question. We will check with the DFA and we will ask if such a person exists. But as far as the birth certificates and other documents are concerned, they are authentic because they were sent by mail. This came from the PSA and have official receipts, Cruz explained. Cruz added that the suspects were also arrested for impersonating PAOCC personnel, as reported by two complainants. He said on February 4, 2025, two complainants reported to the Office of the Presidential Anti-Organized Crime Commission, recording an extortion scheme involving individuals claiming to be PAOCC employees, he said. Cruz said the complainants, who were wives and partners of POCO workers, were asked to pay large sums of money to secure the loved one's release and prevent their deportation. One complainant disclosed that she paid approximately 900,000 pesos to secure her fiancé's release and prevent his deportation, he revealed. The second complainant paid 1.1 million pesos for the release of her husband, who had been apprehended during a law enforcement operation on POCO in Paranaque, PAOCC director added. However, Cruz clarified that no actual PAOCC personnel were involved in the travel agency's operations. Obviously, there were no PAOCC personnel involved. They were merely posing as members of PAOCC, he said. Cruz described the operation as a big-scale syndicate, suggesting that the travel agency likely had contacts inside various government agencies. It's obvious why they operate so boldly, because they have contacts in agencies, not just in the Bureau of Immigration, but also in other agencies like the PSA and possibly even the LTO, he said. He added that the group operates discreetly when under scrutiny, but resumes its activities once the situation eases. They only lie low when the pressure is on. Once they feel things have calmed down, they strike again. Maybe their key contacts haven't been exposed yet, he said. With this, Cruz emphasized the need for agencies to scrutinize their own personnel. Maybe we should also look into our own people. The reason we push hard to catch them is because, for all we know, someone among us might already be involved in these illegal activities, he said. That's something we will raise with other agencies. We need to investigate this because there aren't that many of them. We pursue this case because we don't want PAOCC's reputation to be damaged. I hope other agencies do the same because this won't stop as long as their contacts are still in place, he concluded. And now, a little bit more, over 400 kilograms of crystal meth or shabu, worth 2.7 billion pesos for Pakistan, were seized in a January operation, the National Bureau of Investigation said on Tuesday. NBR Director Jimmy Santiago said they immediately informed Justice Secretary Jesus Crispin Rimula after receiving intelligence from a foreign counterpart about an incoming drug shipment from Karachi, Pakistan. Santiago added that Rimula formed a task force composed of the NBI, Bureau of Customs, and the Philippine Drug Enforcement Agency to carry out the operation. Santiago said in a mix of English and Filipino during a press conference, "Our efforts were successful. We intercepted over 404 kilos of shabu worth 2.7 billion pesos. He noted that the 404.95 kilos of shabu were concealed inside boxes of food products declared as vermicelli, a type of noodle, and custards. The Bureau of Customs inspected the container cargo on January 23rd. The Operation Stonewall also revealed that Ayan Enterprise Trading and Logistics was the exporter of the cargo, while Red Shinting Consumer Goods Trading, located in Las Piñas City, was the designated consignor. And now into the international news. Argentina said Wednesday it would ban gender transition procedures for minors, part of President Javier Milei's war on what he calls woke ideology. Presidential spokesman Manuel Adoni said the government would amend a 2012 law to ban hormone treatment and body adaptation surgery for people aged under 18. He argued that gender transition treats pose a serious risk to the physical and mental health of minors. In many cases, the effects of these treatments and surgeries are irreversible, he said, listing Finland, Sweden, Britain, and the United States among countries that are restricting access to gender transition for minors, including treatments such as puberty blockers. Ardoni added that prisoners would also be banned from requesting transfers due to gender changes. And finally, into the entertainment, Arlie Mulodge is getting closer to her fitness goal as she revealed she already lost over 33 lbs of 33 pounds 4 months into her weight loss journey. The actress gave an update on her fitness journey while flaunting the progress she made to her before and after photos of her on her Instagram page last Sunday, February 2. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now 1 minute before 11 p.m. and that brings us to the end of koolNews Primetime. We will return with more news headlines tomorrow with koolNews at noon along with koolNews at 6 and koolNews Primetime at 11:30 p.m. Until then, I am Caro and this has been koolNews Primetime. You can also send us your comments, suggestions, and email to our comments and feedback to our email at tvh.philippines.news@gmail.com. Until then, once again, I am Caro. This has been koolNews Primetime. We will see you tomorrow. Stay safe and rest well. Good night.